Shalom YouTube, hey guys, it's Fletch. Welcome back to OTH. So today we are, I say we, my son Jeremiah and I are going to be taking Viking Pistol 1 with Pastor Joe Fox. And we'll just call him PJF from here on out. A little bit shorter, a little bit easier. But anyways, so we're just enjoying our coffee this morning. And getting all of our stuff packed up for the class today, and then we're going to be heading to the undisclosed location where the class is being held, and we're going to take Viking Pistol 1 with PJF. And so I'm kind of excited. This is an opportunity for my son and I that we get a chance to do training together. And also that he gets the training, and that's not to say that I haven't already trained him, because I have, but it's not quite the same thing when you are a teenage person, and to realize that, to hear, or probably a better way to put it is to have someone else tell you, someone else that you respect, tell you the same things that your parents does. And so yeah, I'm thinking and hoping that it'll be a good experience for him as well, right, to get some more training, some more trigger time in. And so yeah, that's what we're doing this morning on the homestead. And so I'm planning on to kind of doing a vlog throughout the training as we're doing it, and hopefully you'll enjoy it and you'll get to see a little bit about it. And when we're done, I'll give you my overall impression of the class, and what I learned from it, my takeaways from it. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm looking to learn some things, and I'm also looking to practice my man skills today. I recently did a video about knowing who your source is and knowing their audience, and for the next 2 days I get to practice my man skills. I get to sit down, shut up, and be taught.
We can take 2 more of y'all's vehicles. It's got to be 4-wheel drive to get back up the hill without tearing up the hill. And so what we'll do is we'll consolidate stuff. We have 3 pickups here already lined up that you can throw stuff in. 2 more cars, vehicles that are 4-wheel drive, we can throw stuff in, pile guys in. It's about a half mile that way down the road. If you film, I only want you to film about 30-second spurts. I don't really want this whole thing filmed. And the reason for that, quite frankly, is because eventually we're going to do a DVD on this. Gets up and tackles me to the ground and has pounded me in it's like a red man suit, a black man suit, and I'm trying to get my gun out, and I finally get it out, and it goes, it's that horrible nightmare thing where your gun's not going off. We're just trying to make it go click. And then we would do these drills, which we're not doing in Viking Pistol 1, but we do these drills where you're standing there facing the target, and a guy comes up and starts punching you, and not super hard, but he's banging your ears and grabbing your shoulders and grabbing your arms, and you've got to pull and shoot, and your gun doesn't go off. Make sense? And so here's what can happen when you start doing this in training. I'm here at 3, and I'm coming out, and I think I've got the slack taken up, and I took a little bit too much slack out, and the gun goes bang. That is not a negligent discharge. I told you before, you've decided at this position that target needs shooting, right? You are lined up. You're not shooting this way, you're not shooting this way, you're lined up, you're just going to hit them a little bit low. Handgun that doesn't lock to the rear. Okay, so that's why you have 1 round, because what I want you to do is you're going to shoot, bang, gun locks to the rear. It's time to reload right now. And so what we do in that case, we do a couple things simultaneously. Slide locks to the rear. This hand is coming back to here. Remember where I said this is your window of combat? I can see over the top of my gun. I'm not pointing it at Bob or Bill or my face. Right here. Hard target, straight out, boom, straight out. Some people I saw yesterday, I think what they were actually doing was pushing harder with the heel, so it looked like the gun was doing that. and then you have to come down on the target. That's slow. Some people, I don't know how you do it, but you're fishing, or you're bowling. Your gun is coming like this and then up. Just straight to the target. When you get halfway to the target, roughly, oh, and when you go forward, this is where we decide to shoot. As we go forward, our finger goes on the trigger, and we're taking up slack. You know where your slack point is on your trigger, where it stops for most people. We take up the slack so that when we come to full extension and our sights are lined up, so here she is, she shoots, she does whatever. She comes back and she would go every time. Every time. And I asked her why she did that, because I said, you do this weird little thing with your hand every time. And she's like, because one time she had an accidental discharge in her holster with a Glock. Did not hit her. Praise the Father. But she came back and she caught shirt in here somehow and forced it down, and it made her gun go bang right there. Shoot! Check.
Can't do that.
Reholster when you're done. All right. I told you I'm going to up the pressure. You don't want to be the last one to shoot. And you, worse, don't want to miss at all. Oh. You cannot miss, and you don't want to be the last one to hit your target. All right. Shooters ready! Shoot! Next target, you bang off the round, it recoils, you're resetting your trigger, and you move it over to the first target, you shoot it again, and you come back. It's going to be harder for the right-handers to come back to the right-hand target than it is to go to the left-hand target, because your hand pulls the gun that way naturally. It's easier for me as a left-hander to go that way than it is to go this way, because I have to push it. You'll see that. See, you're not on plates, and you spread out already. Shooters ready! Shoot! Ready? Shoot! Shoot! This time, if you don't hit the headshot, shoot until you do. Because remember, the person hasn't stopped. Shooters ready! Shoot! Shoot! Shooters ready? Shoot! Ready? Shoot! You get another magazine of 6 rounds. I'm going to bring this to target.
Not bad. Shalom YouTube, hey guys, this is Fletch. So we are doing kind of an after action briefing here, and this is one of the fun things about going to firearms training is sitting around with other gun guys and talking guns. And so one of the participants today has a nice Tavor here, or Taver, however you pronunciate that where you live. And so go ahead and tell us about it.
Well, it's the standard Tavor SAR. It's chambered in 5.56 or 223. This is in a woodland digital camo, and I have a replacement Midwest Industries foregrip with light, a meprolite, Vortex 3 by magnifier, as well as a changed ejection port. That's Midwest Industries.
Okay.
Otherwise, everything else is stock.
All right.
People complain about the trigger, but the trigger is fine.
Okay.
For what it needs to do. You can replace the trigger, which is a trigger pack, which is basically a pin that you pop out here, and it drops out, and you just pop it back in.
But you like it?
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to do a precision rifle,
You'd use a 308.
if I was gonna do 5.56 or 223
Right.
precision, I would change out the trigger. But otherwise, I don't think you need to.
So that like set you back like $300, right?
No, I got a really good deal on this online, and it went to my FFL. But you know, don't want people to think that you can buy directly from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the whole package, like I said, was probably about anywhere between, if you include all the replacement parts and the optic, about $1,600 to $1,800. The other thing too, which I didn't mention, is it has built-in sights
That come with it?
that come with it,
Ooh.
and they are tritium. And when you look through, if you remove the magnifier, they are
Co-witness?
Co-witness, yeah.
Is it true co-witness? Or
True
is it
co-
1/3?
No, it's true co-witness. The meprolite was actually designed for the Tavor.
Was it?
Yeah.
Haha.
So that's why I got it. I don't necessarily like the reticle the best. I mean, it's not the smallest.
It's not horrible. I
No.
kind of liked it. It felt kind of like Predator.
But the nice thing is that since this is tritium inside and uses natural light, doesn't require battery, don't have to worry about changing it, and so.
So that doesn't have batteries in it?
Nope.
Oh, I thought it did.
Nope.
That was really bright. Yeah.
And that uses standard AR-15 mags, right?
Yep. And right there.
That's nice.
And all you have to do, I mean, really, it's actually faster than changing. At least in my viewpoint, it's faster than changing out a standard AR because all you have to do is bump it when you have a magazine inside. You just bump the release, which is right here, and it drops, and you can replace really quick.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
And the muzzle blast is not an issue.
No.
That close to your face.
No.
Wow.
All right, so it's after action, and here we have the one, the only, Pastor Joe Fox at the green screen.
That's right.
So-
This is all fake. So's my nose. These guys have seen my real nose, but they won't tell you about it.
We had to sign NDAs, right?
You did?
Yeah, yeah. So so now the class is over.
It
and
is.
What are your thoughts? I mean, was it a good group this time?
It's a good group of people. We actually shot more in this version of Viking Pistol 1 than we did in Viking Pistol 2. It took us longer, but we shot more, I think, in it. I saw market improvement in almost everybody, and the people I didn't see market improvement in were good when they came here. And even they got a little bit better. It was a good course.
Good. So what did you like most about the course? You asked us this question earlier, so I'm going to ask you.
What I like most about these courses is meeting people and talking to them and just finding out about different areas, different perspectives on things, and I like people, so that is why.
Okay. So what is one thing that we could do to make the course better?
Better roads in and on Shofar Mountain, that's an issue, and better turnaround parking, that kind of thing.
Okay. So Jeremiah, it's after your first official training class, so what are your thoughts after taking Viking Pistol 1?
My thoughts are that it was a great class, and I'm only 14 years old, and now I am getting training in how to use a pistol properly. So this will give me better experience to protect myself when I am alone and on my own in 21.
Yep. And you weren't here by yourself, right? You're here with your dad, right?
I was here with my
Yeah,
dad.
your dad was right there by your side the whole time. He was your partner while you were shooting, right?
Right.
Okay. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Is there any reason why anybody else wouldn't want to have their teenage kid here with them?
No.
Were people dropping F-bombs left and right?
No.
Did you hear even one? I don't think I
No.
did. Did you? No, I didn't either. All right. Well, I just wanted to see what your thoughts were after your first training class, because I think you're a little spoiled personally. But, you know, I had to go to basic training before I got to do all the cool stuff that you already know how to do. So, yeah. All right. Thank you. All right, YouTube. So here is my after action report after finishing my group therapy. So my thoughts is that it was a very good class. Yeah, just so you know kind of where my background is, you know, is in the U.S. Army, military police, you know, SRT, which is, you know, the military police form of SWAT, and then civilian law enforcement, SWAT there as well. You know, however, you know, I'm not a combat veteran. I don't have 20 years of experience or anything like that, but, you know, I am a halfway decent shot. You know, basic training qualification, shot a perfect score, you know, designated marksman, yada yada yada. So just kind of give you a foundation of where I'm coming from and where I was at before I took the class. One of the things that I definitely learned and that I'm taking away from this class is that I was taught to shoot from a modified Weaver stance. And actually, I was telling the guys after class today that there was a guy that was an older gentleman that had retired from the FBI that I was a sheriff's deputy with once upon a time. And he used to shoot very similar to the way that you know, people are teaching to shoot again. And but at the time, you know, all of us that were young and you know, up on the current training, we're doing the modified Weaver. And so we used to make fun of him, and so it's kind of interesting how things have come full circle, you know, back to, you know, a very, very similar shooting style as to what the FBI used to teach, you know, probably in the 50s and 60s. I'm sure people would tell you, no, it's not even close. Yeah, it is. It's pretty close. But anyways, and not that one's right, one is wrong. However, I was very uncomfortable shooting in the stance, and you know, you probably saw is actually one of my sons going through the drills. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, doing the cadence, getting you know, a nice smooth draw out, and I can definitely see the value in that, and it is a good way to shoot. I'm not sure that, you know, if something were to happen and I drew my weapon, you know, which I have locked into, you know, my mind. People used to say muscle memory, but I think people have, you know, kind of poo-pooed that, and, you know, it's just, no, it's just what your mind's used to. So whatever it is, I don't know which one I would go to. You know, I trust the modified Weaver just because I've done it for a long time, and at one point in time I was, you know, pretty good shot shooting that way. However, you know, I can see the value in shooting, you know, the new, you know, combat pistol style that is being taught now, and plus, you know, you can parlay off of that. And as an example, you know, Viking Pistol 2 will pick up where Viking Pistol 1 left off, and you know, you're building on the foundation of that, and so there's a reason why you're doing things the way that you're doing them. And so looking forward to taking Viking Pistol 2. I did all right. There was a competition on the last day, and I think I got, you know, well, yeah, there's only one. There can be only one. So I didn't get first, but so I was first loser. I think I ended up getting second or something like that, you know, in a bit of a shooting competition that they do, you know, a modified version of El Presidente. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had a great time with my son, and as you heard me talking to him earlier, you know, it was a good family-friendly environment. So if you're looking for something that you can do with the teenage son or daughter, and there also wasn't anything, you know, that happened or whatever, where it would be inappropriate for a lady to be there. And you know, I've actually been in some classes where that's not the case. But I mean, not here, you know, with Pastor Joe Fox, but other training, shall we say. And so, yeah, overall, I'd say it was a very good experience. It was a great investment of time and resources. And you know, I know my son learned a lot. And you know, there's just something to be said for the things that you teach, whether well, I did a video here not too long ago, and I said, just because someone has taught you something and that person is someone that you love and respect does not mean that that is the best training that there is. And so you know, I would definitely say check into getting professional training, and number one, and number two, make sure that it is a fighting pistol type of class. It's not just, you know, here's a magazine, here's a pistol, you know, here's how you load it, here's how you pull the trigger. You know, it's teaching you where you're drawing and you're firing, you know, as fast as you can comfortably and accurately do it, you know, different things like that. And then it's a building block where you're adding, you know, other things on top of that. And so you're developing a, you know, a progression of skills coming off of a firm foundation. All right, well, I think I've rattled on long enough. Thanks for watching today, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them below. I'll do my best to answer them. However, you know, if it's anything, you know, specifically about, you know, PJF or his program or whatever, you know, you'll need to ask him about that, not me. But anything specifically that I've talked to you about or mentioned in this video, please feel free to post your questions below. If you enjoy videos like this about preparedness and firearms and different things like that, please subscribe to the channel here, OTH, or Ozarks Tactical Homesteading. And yes, by the way, I know that you know, what's a tactical homestead? Yeah, that's not really what it's about. It's about, you know, three things. It's about the Ozarks, it's about tactical gear and tactical things, and homesteading. So there you go. Thanks. I hope you're having a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. If you have any questions, I'll be free. If you have any questions, peace.